Hey, hi everyone, welcome to another video. So my name is Hashcode and today we will solve another Leetcode question. So called value anagram. So it's a question that I already solved by the past, but today we will try to solve it again. And this question has been asked by many companies like Amazon, Microsoft, Adobe, or Bloomberg. So it means that it's a quite important question. So let's just go through it and you will see that it's quite easy. So we are being given two strings, S and T. Return true if T is an anagram of S and false otherwise. So basically, what is an anagram? So an anagram is a is like two strings that is one string being rearranged in the same way. So for example, let's say just take this word anagram. So if you notice that this word is an anagram of S because the number of n is equal to the number of n, the number of A is the same, the number of G is the same, the number of R is the same, and the number of M is the same. So it's the same numbers of character but rearranged in a different manner. But if you look, for example, at this example, we can immediately notice that here we have a T, but here we don't have one. So that's it. So immediately, one thing that we can notice about an anagram is that the length of this string needs to be equal also to this string. So if they are not, we can immediately return false to say that okay, they are definitely not an anagram. So let's remove this one and focus on this, on how the approach that we will use to solve it. So as I said at the beginning, so basically we have the number of A here is equal to the number of I, then of A here, the number of N is equal to the number of N. So immediately you can notice that we can use a dictionary and basically map all the elements of character of A. So if we find A here, we can just add A here and count its number. And when you find another N, we count it. We do. When we find another A, we just increment the count. Same here, a G here, and we increment the count, and we increment the count. We do the same for T, and at the end we just have to if S is an anagram of T, it means that the two dictionary obviously has to be equal. So we just have to compare those two dictionary and see if that's the case, and if that's the case we can immediately return true. So that's it, and let's go to it. So to have all the element of S, I'll count it. I will use since we are in Python, we can use the collection here counter. Alright, and put S and dict T collection T. Let me print those two elements, and so that we can see. Alright, let's print it. Alright, so as you can see, by using the collection, we can have all the element of S and all the element of T. So basically now what we have to do is quite simple. We just have to do a for loop and basically just pick each element of S and compare it if dict I equal to dict. So obviously I also here, and if they are different, we can just return false to say that they are different. And but if we finish and nothing happened, we can just return true. Okay, so that's it. Let me actually add another condition in case len s different from len t. We can just return false. Alright, I think we are good to go, and technically it should work. Alright, amazing. So let's go. Nice. So we have a pretty much quite a pretty efficient solution. So what we have is basically a time complexity here of n. We have a time complexity of n since we are going through our every single element inside of S, and to kind of like compare the two dictionary and return it. And since n also, we have a space complexity of n since we are creating two new dictionary. So that's it. And yeah, that's it. Thank you.